So here's a new build. Same board as this board right here. Take a look at it. That's 6 cards on there. 165 mAh. About 510 watts. Focus 850 watt PSU. There's another Focus, Seasonic Focus 850 watt PSU. Now what did I do here? I screwed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. Motherboard is screwed in, and you can take a look. Gets breathing room. I like making these. They really keep the board nice and firm. They're good for shorts. You don't really have a lot of fire danger because I don't really drive the heck out of these, and I space these out a lot. The next thing to do is make sure that you have room over here. You really kind of want enough room that you have a little space here and a little bit of space here. And you want some space here because if you want to, you can actually put a GPU over here on a stinking riser. I know I like to say I don't need no stinking risers, but if you want to make this a 4, 5, maybe even a 6 card rig, you can by putting risers over here. You'll see down on this rig, it'll be very easy to run from this slot right here, see it, in that slot, up, over, and down, and have an extra riser and have a 5 card rig. Now the next thing you do with these is you plug in your risers. Now I know that I'm looking to do only 3 cards here, so I'm doing a SATA connection here. This one's always a little tight. Don't know why. This end one was tight on the other board too. There she is, nice. And then let's see what we got going. Yeah, the old tangle trick. Let's get the motherboard hooked in. Nice and easy. Motherboard to be hooked in right there. Gotta look very carefully with this. It should be here. Should be the only one I'll need. There's a trick here. See this little dot right there? It's a little round dot. If you flip it over on this side, there's no dot. Keep that dot face up, and that's the proper way to put them into here. Yeah. I don't need them here and here, but I can put them there and there too. Yeah. I won't be using them, but I'll do that just to keep and help manage that dot. See that dot? I won't be using all these risers. I'll only be using that center one. Normally, you would never want to mount this many risers. Normally, you'd have a bigger PSU with these boards, and you'd try to run 5 or 6 cards. But these days, with the inability to get PSUs that are big and can do a lot of us are resorting to these lesser PSUs and spacing the cards on the rigs. You can see. There you go. That's good. And I'll also do this last one here. Like I said, I am not going to run all 6 slots. If I did run all 6 slots, I'd be using risers to a few of them. So here we go. Lastly, we want to plug in the PSU, CPU. This is the CPU one. Right here. Right there. Basically, this rig is now wired to go. You could actually run it. You got to put a PSU in it, and you got to put a OS. You know, the OSs we usually put on a USB stick. I usually use Simple Miner OS. And for RAM, I was prepared. I got a lot of RAM I bought on eBay. On this particular rig, I'm going to use a 8GB Samsung stick. You do not need this. This is overkill. Actually, on that rig, I'm using a 2GB stick. You can get away with 2, 4, 8 stick, maybe even a 16. It depends. The 16s may or may not run. And just snap it right in, and then it'll be set. That's really it. All I got to do is populate it with a USB stick for my SMOS. Put some cards in. These rigs are fast to set up. You'd be surprised. Under 15 minutes. Sorry about that. Under 15 minutes they can be up and running. Alright, I'm going to shut off now. I'm going to go get some cards and populate this.